Coming up, it's been a pretty rough week. So we are going to have a little bit of fun. Hit the music. Podcast time. I'm Al.
And I'm Kayla.
And welcome to the Why You. Don't give up on me now. Come back in you. Come on, baby. I'm out here by myself. You podcast.
I was trying to find my note.
That's funny. I was running out of breath, so my note probably went all over the place. But
we both went for the high note.
We did, and I don't think we knew how that was going to turn out. So I blame both of us. Welcome again, everybody, to the YU podcast, the number one podcast for people who have been going through it this past week. I don't know about y'all, but I know over here in the Davis household, it has been a week and a half. This has been the longest week.
Been busy.
And we're in a whole new month because it's finally May.
It's gonna be finally gonna be.
It's gonna be May. Here's what's crazy. So when yesterday hit, because we're actually recording this, what's the day? Sunday,
May
2nd, which is The Rock's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday to Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But so yesterday hit, and I was like, oh, man, my birthday's next month.
Yep.
Reality hit you hard, bro. I'm turning the 3-5.
Yep.
Combination of 8. Yeah, I said it. I did. But no, it's been a rough week, considering, still working these 10-hour shifts. And then it rained, but then we were still expected to work from home. So that was a whole ordeal. And then I had a whole situation with what's the place? Home Appliances. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, I'm about to go on a little rant here because I got some stuff to get off my chest. So we are getting, for us, an exercise bike because we're busy. We really don't have the time to go to the gym, and the gym is like 2 minutes from the house. So we're getting an exercise bike. We're going to build not build, but we're going to get items for like a home gym so we can work out from home. And I went last Saturday to get said bike, and I set up delivery for it yesterday and was given a delivery window of noon to 3:59 p.m. When I tell y'all, not only was my bike, not mine, because I took it personally. I'm taking it personally because I waited for them to show up. Not only did I not get my bike between 12 and 4, I was told the delivery person was running behind, so he showed up at 6. So I called at 6. The dispatcher was like, well, it's going to be a little late, so he'll probably get there at like 8:30. By 10 o'clock, I realized homie wasn't coming. So I'm like, you know what? I can only control what I can control. I'm not even going to get mad. I'll just see if they can deliver it tomorrow. So
on a Sunday.
I wake up. I give them a call. Come to find out, they don't deliver on Sundays.
Not on Sunday.
So I have to take time off tomorrow.
On a Monday.
Work
day.
To see if they'll come. They gave me a delivery window of 8 to 12, but I have to take the whole day off just in case they don't come between 8 and 12. When I tell you.
Normally I'm off on Mondays, but
right,
day that I have some clients booked on a Monday on an off day is when they want to deliver.
Yep. And I'm not using my PTO because I'm saving my PTO for my birthday. That's what I like at this time of year. I don't use any of my PTO. If I have to call out, I'll call out or whatever because that's my birthday. That's my birthday time. I plan on taking time for my birthday. But now I have to lose out on 10 hours of work. 10 full hours because whoever it is didn't want to deliver this bike and then didn't have the common courtesy to give me a phone call and notify me that either they were late or they weren't coming and I was going to be rescheduled.
The nerve.
So if any of you in the DFW or even in other areas are considering going to Khan's Home Furnishings and getting any of their items in the store, let me be the first one to tell you, don't waste your time and money.
On delivery or the actual place?
Any of it, all of it is awful. It's just, you might as well just take your money and turn around and set it on fire. You'd be better off doing that.
Not on fire.
On fire, because you're pretty much burning it away
Take the money and run.
anyway. Just take the money and run.
Take the money and run.
And that was just that situation.
Well, at least we know that we will never be sponsored by Con.
I am okay with this.
Just had a rant about them.
I am perfectly okay with Cons keeping their foolishness to themselves.
No advertisements from y'all.
Nope. I will, and I'm usually very lenient. I let a lot of things slide, but it took a lot to not tell the lady on the phone off. And I told her, I said, you know what? I'm trying not to be upset because I know you got a lot going on and it's not your fault. But I set this up a week in advance and I don't get the common courtesy of a phone call.
Say we not coming.
She was like, well, I mean, the only thing I can do is I can set you up for a delivery window between 8 and 12 and then notify them that no ifs, ands, or buts, it has to be delivered tomorrow.
Right.
That doesn't reassure me anything. I could have missed 2 hours of work and gone in. But now, because I don't know you're going to show up, I got to take the whole day off and give you till 6 o'clock to show up. That's
got home
unacceptable.
Saturday like, they ain't delivered the bike yet.
Nope. And we had plans. We had stuff that we was going to do. I was going to take AD to his grandmother's house and let him stay the night over there. But because I was afraid I would miss them after my initial window, we didn't leave the house. So I got cabin fever because I ain't left the house since Friday. Yeah.
Left the house since then.
Where did I go?
You didn't leave the house since Friday?
No. After I went and got the stuff for the thing on the wall, that was the last time I left the house.
Yesterday?
I ain't go nowhere. I was in
today?
the house. I ain't go nowhere today. The walls are closing in.
I mean, you could have went somewhere.
I could have, but you know something? I was honestly exhausted.
And like you was trapped.
Well, okay. Here's the thing about that though. Like when you want to go places and you feel like you can't, because I fell asleep at one point today and I slept and I was like, why am I so tired? Because I am exhausted, just mentally, emotionally, physically, just with all the changes that's going on around me, all these things that I've been feeling about feeling complacent and not really getting after what I want to get after. I just needed to sleep. And I slept for like on and off for 2 hours. Because at some point I'd wake up just to make sure 80 was good, and he was right in my face. Literally, like, eyes wide open. Daddy, I want a snack. I'm like, buddy, look, let me take a nap, and when I get up, I'm going to give you a snack. I'm going to get you something to drink. Just give me a minute. He was like, okay. And then, like clockwork, I'd wake up every 10 minutes to make sure he was good, and he's just looking me in my face. So,
like, I feel you on the exhaustion part. I'm just running on empty fumes. But hey,
it's that thing about like being an adult that sucks the most, is that you're like, okay, I just got to get through this amount of time and then I'll be able to rest. And then you look at it and you realize that doesn't exist. That's not a thing. You don't really get to the end of a certain amount of time and then be able to rest. You just get a day maybe where you can maybe sleep, and then the next day you got something else to do. So there's no real like recovery time.
I mean, that's not for everybody. It's just certain lifestyles, I guess. You're saying that, but everybody don't deal with the same exhaustion that we do.
That's fair. I did make a general statement.
Well, I'm just saying that because that is a general statement.
Yes.
But I understand it though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Why was your reaction like that?
Because it's like, I know that.
Oh.
I know this.
Okay.
I'm just like, it's hard to, when you make a statement, sometimes it's just a statement. It's not really just like everyone is feeling like this, but you're trying to reach out and make it a general statement so that if there is someone out there.
Oh no, I get
who
that.
is
I get everything you're saying. Like it's not that I don't understand it. I'm just saying eventually we're gonna get to that where we're not gonna feel exhausted all the time. That's why I'm trying to make that statement. Like everybody doesn't always feel like this. Eventually we're gonna get to that, to where we're not gonna be tired all the time.
when AD go to college. No.
Like I said, eventually.
Honestly, hopefully it's sooner than that. Before we get into what we're going to have fun with today, honestly, I've been noticing within myself, and this particular part isn't something that we planned because I didn't say that we were going to say it, but I think I feel it and I need to get it off my chest so we can move forward and actually have fun.
Cool.
But I've been noticing. I told you earlier when we were prepping for today's show that I have this cycle of how I process things when it comes to what I actually want to do with my life and career. And it's usually I'll see something or I'll see someone that I know that is doing a project or is on television or doing commercials or something. And I'll get real inspired to do that. I'll be like, I'm capable of doing that. And then I'll start looking at ways to try to facilitate making that happen. And then work comes up or something comes up in life, and I have to focus on handling that as a husband and a father, the stuff that I have to do with work, making sure bills are paid and stuff like that. So then I drop that energy and focus on work and all my other responsibilities, and then I get zapped of all my energy so that I don't even want to try to pursue my dreams. And then it just continues to go around. And a lot of it honestly has to do with like my need for external validation. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I know my mom listens to the show. And I honestly don't want her to take this the wrong way, but there's really like no other way to say it. But my parents sometimes didn't. We talked about our feelings like with my mom, but we didn't. I don't think we really got as in depth with our feelings as we could. And there were some things that we didn't get validation for. And maybe it's not just one. Maybe it's just one parent. Maybe it was just my dad that we didn't get that validation from. So now I have this need to be validated by someone else before I do something that I really want to do, instead of looking within myself and saying, well, I'm capable of doing this, I should do it. So because of that, because I don't have that, you know what, you should just 100% go and do it, and we will support you in any way possible, I don't really get after it because I don't think I'll have the support that I need to 100% pursue my dreams the way I want to. And
that's not even including, like, you know, when I give support, you just saying,
well, I think
support from other people.
Like I know I get the support from you, but it's kind of hard to really put into words how different your support is to me. Because at the end of the day, you know, you're doing what you love to do. And I have to make sacrifices to make sure that you're still able to take care of your clients the way you need to give them that experience. And if I were to try to take AD over to my mom's house, over there at times when he's not usually there during the day for like daycare, then I don't know if I could actually get the response that I'm looking for. Like I don't, it'd be like, well, if you're not working, AD needs to be with you because you're his parents. Yeah, understand that. But like, I turn 35 next month, and I'm very aware of my mortality at all times, unfortunately. And I don't want to feel like I never got a real chance to get after it. Because even when I had an agent, I didn't have time. I could study, and then, I was working at Restoration Hardware, so I had to take off time to go do an audition in Austin, and then 2 days later have to go back for a callback, and basically get in trouble for doing that, and then not even book the gig because of however I looked, because I had my long hair, and for whatever reason, they don't book you when you have long dreads. Maybe back then, maybe a little bit more now. So it's really hard to like put into words without making you feel like what you're doing is enough, because what you're doing is enough, but I need more from everybody, honestly. So that's another one of those cycle things where it's like I really want to do it.
Do you feel like that's something that would like ever change? Like, do you feel like you'll ever feel like you don't need that from people to keep pushing? Because then it kind of sounds like you're using that as an excuse not to push forward. Like, oh, I'm not getting these pat on the backs from people, so I'm not gonna like push forward with what I want to do.
I don't know if I will necessarily ever get to that point where I will ever feel like I won't need that validation, but I'm also not trying to use it as an excuse. This is one of those things where like I know I need to go to therapy for, and this is something we have discussed as far as therapy is concerned, but it's like, do I have the money and do I have the time to even attempt to go to therapy? Because I want to go in person. I don't want to do virtual, and I know that's possible. It just doesn't feel right to me to do it virtually. I need to sit in the room with someone and just let it out. Because if I do it at home, then AD will come in and I'll be distracted, or I feel like I can't really say what I want to say because you might be in earshot, because there might be some things that come out that I don't want to share with you. I don't know. I've never really had an opportunity to have therapy. So,
well, I sent y'all the info, so you can't say you ain't got the info for it.
But it's not that. I mean, I can have the info. When am I going to have the time to actually do it?
Got to carve it out if you really want to do it.
You look at how my schedule has changed, and you look at how your schedule has changed. And in those times when we're not working, I got to be home because I'm home with, I got to take care of AD. So is there time? Yeah. But then something else, I have to cut out something else because of it. But then that also means you would have to cut out something else as well in order to facilitate that. So, I mean, I don't know. All I know is I feel stuck. And whenever I feel like this, all my creativity, all my enthusiasm, and all my positivity goes out the window. And then I'm just like,
it does. And that's when I got to do all my extra motivation and all that stuff.
Yeah. But I mean,
to bring it back up.
All I want to do, and I say this all the time, I just want to make people laugh. I just want to make people feel better about themselves, because I want to give them the things that I sometimes cannot give to myself. It's the only thing that makes me feel better sometimes. That's why I try to make you laugh all the time, because I feed off that. I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about the stuff that I'm going through because I've made someone else feel better for the day or for this moment or whatever. It's kind of sad. It's very sad, but it's the God honest truth. I feel a little bit better now. I feel a lot better, actually. I needed to get that off my chest.
Your own version of therapy?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a tad.
Without the actual therapist?
Yeah. I know a lot of people be like, well, just go do it. It's a lot more complicated than just going and doing it. I mean, I'm getting this stuff together to do the TikTok stuff. I'm going to get on TikTok in my old advanced age. Them kids going to be making fun of me all the time, because that's what they do when you're old.
That is this on TikTok.
It's like, why are all these old people coming to TikTok? Because some of us still, first of all, age ain't nothing but a number. It's a mindset. I was watching something earlier today about wrestling, and the wrestler Edge and Mick Foley, was this whole thing, but really Edge was like, You know, we're the guy that I'm getting in the ring with. We're both goofy, and like we never really grew up. Now, mind you, they're in their 50s, and they're like they still haven't grown up, and you should still have a little bit of that childhood wonder within you to be in whatever, you know, they're doing wrestling, or if you want to be in entertainment or whatever. You don't want people to be like, well, you're too old to do this. Well, why? Because you say I'm too old? Like, I don't ever want to really be old. I know I'm going to get old in age, but mindset, I want to make dick jokes. Dick jokes are funny to me anyway. They might not be funny to everybody else. But sometimes I want to make, you know, that's what she said jokes. Because they're funny, or I want to take something someone says and twist it. Yeah. I'm shutting up now because I'm starting to ramble. Let's get into this. So we're going to do movie trivia and TV trivia, because we need to have some laughs. We need to have a good time.
Because we exhausted.
Very exhausted. Fortunately for me,
for like a long time, so I'm
exhausted. I've been in the house.
I'm so exhausted I can't say the whole word. I said exhausted.
I am exhausted
without the e.
I mean, how?
No, I didn't say the e. I was like, I'm exhausted.
I'm if you count Thursday, because I know I went out and I would like go buy stuff on Friday. Like Friday was just retail therapy for me. I just went and bought stuff. But Thursday, because it rained, Friday because it rained, Saturday and today, that's 4 days I didn't actually work. I put a lot of stuff together. If you're watching on YouTube, we got these nano lights on the wall. I love these. They're awesome. I got to buy these and put them up on the wall. Took chunks out of the wall too. You should see the big chunk I put in the wall, putting this adhesive.
Glad I did not see it.
Oh boy, it's not good. It's not good at all.
Patched it up real good.
We gonna have to pay. Actually, I did patch it.
Oh.
I took the little what you call it, the what's that stuff in that little thing?
Putty.
Yeah, I took the putty and I flattened it out and then I put it on the wall, and then I just hope it stuck behind the panel.
Let's struggle.
And then like I kept putting it up, but I would put it up crooked, and I was like, this is not how I want it to look. So I kept like taking it off, and that's why there's pieces of wall missing.
But it's hidden.
It's hidden.
Okay.
For now. Anyway, let's have some fun, shall we?
Let's do it. You already explained what we're doing.
Yeah, we're doing movie and TV. We're doing TV and movie, because a lot of the movie trivia, some of it you either have to make up, but if you look it up, all the websites take the same questions and the same answers. And I'm like, man, whoever put this article together was just trying to get their little coins. They didn't even try.
They just take it and flip it around.
Copy and paste, baby. 2021 in the building. I'm judging you.
Most of them I made it up on my own, so that's why it took me so long.
Yeah.
So
I usually would like, something will pop up in my head when I was reading one. I was like, ooh, what about this movie? Oh, I could use this. And then I write it down. So let's do it.
Are we like taking points or just doing it for fun?
We always do it for fun. Movie trivia is never about points, because
I don't remember if we did.
No, we only do that for song association. Speaking of which, last time, I didn't say this last week.
You did.
There was that one word, backstabbers, that Kayla did get in before the buzzer went off.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, how many was that? 4?
I can't remember, but
yeah,
it was more than you.
Better than my nothing. And again, it's because of brain fog and depression. That's what I'm blaming it on.
You can't just blame it on
Blame it on the alcohol?
me being a genius.
I am not about to play with you.
Why is that so funny to you? You don't think I'm a genius?
I think you're very smart, Michaela.
Oh,
but
good.
do I think you're a genius? I don't know about that, B.
All right, sleep with your eyes.
I will sleep with my eyes extremely closed. Thank you.
I was about to say with your eyes closed, but
I mean, that's what you're
open.
supposed to do. I'm supposed to sleep
one
with
eye
my
open
eyes
and
closed.
one eye closed.
Am I supposed to alternate my eyes when I'm sleeping with my eyes open and closed?
In other words, watch your back.
Oh, so you're threatening me now?
Yes, because you don't think I'm smart.
I just said I think you're very smart.
But you don't think I'm a genius.
That is correct.
I think I'm a genius.
That good for you. Everyone's supposed to look in the mirror and feel happy about
Oh,
themselves.
you a hater. Let's start this game.
Okay. You probably picked up some stuff that I actually don't know, so this will be a little bit fun.
Mm.
Do you want to go first, or do you
No.
want me to give you one first?
You give me one.
Okie doke. For which films did Tom Hanks win an Academy Award for Best Actor? He did it 2 times.
So it's 2 films.
2 films, and he actually did it in back-to-back years, which is amazing, by the way. This was in 93 and 94, I believe.
93, 94.
Uh-huh.
What's the thing called? Forrest Gump.
Okay.
Excuse me.
What that thing called? Forrest Gump?
So Forrest Gump was first, right?
No.
No, that was second.
Correct.
There was one before that
Uh-huh.
in 1993.
Uh-huh. Break it down, Miss Genius.
Hey, that's what geniuses do. They have
That's
to
right.
break it down.
Hey, I was
and
giving
create
you
a
encouragement.
formula.
That wasn't a joke, but you turned it into a joke. So
What was in 93 with Tom?
she knows him by Tom. It's not even Mr. Hanks or Tom Hanks. Is Tom.
Can you give me a hint? Who was his supporting actor?
Denzel.
Philadelphia.
There you go. I knew if I gave it to you.
Thinking that, but I didn't know if I was correct.
Hey, isn't a
But-
genius supposed to trust their intuition and gut?
Listen. Because before I asked you that question, I was thinking about that courtroom scene. And I was like, okay, I think it's Philadelphia, but I wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
I do have to revisit those. I mean, I've seen Forrest Gump dozens of times, but I think I've only seen Philadelphia like once, really. So I need to rewatch it.
Janae. Excuse me. Allergies still on 10.
Allergies be kicking your face.
I feel like you played Philadelphia for me before, but I think I fell asleep in the middle.
That sounds about right. It
Didn't
does.
we watch that before?
I honestly don't remember if I watched it with you, but I
feel
think
like
I
we
did.
Because I feel like that's why I remember the courtroom scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep somewhere in the middle. So we're definitely gonna have to re-watch it.
Yes, we do.
All right. You ready?
I guess.
What state was the show Golden Girls based in?
Florida.
Okay. Bonus. What city?
If I had to, okay. Because I didn't really watch Golden Girls,
Shame.
so I'm just gonna start naming out.
I done watched it and rewatched it plenty of times.
Thank you for. Anyway, I was gonna make a joke, but it wasn't gonna be nice. Miami.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
That was the first one. You was about to be like Miami.
I was about to
Tampa,
go up the panhandle. I was about to
Orlando.
go. Yep. And then I was gonna hit Jacksonville last. But who in the hell would set a TV show in Jacksonville, Florida? Of all the places, Jacksonville.
Some reality show probably got a Jacksonville, Florida.
The real tools of Jacksonville. Okay. I only don't like Jacksonville because it's a football thing, Titans in division. So when I say Jacksonville, it's all the dust. Everything else, I'm pretty sure Jacksonville is a lovely city. And I'm pretty sure they have wonderful things, but their football team is ass.
Oh no.
Anyway, what were you saying?
When I was in 5th grade and we went to Disney World, we had a tour in within Disney World that showed us the house that they use on the outside of Golden Girls.
Nice. We do need to go to Disney World. The last time I went, oh my God, I was 10 years old.
Last time I went was with Qual.
Y'all did.
Yep.
Y'all did go to Orlando.
2012, I think.
Good for you.
Oh, was that a little salt in there?
No.
Oh.
I helped build the choir too. They just didn't let me go nowhere.
It's okay.
Anyway.
Well, sometimes you didn't want to go places. You used to act sick. So if you
Not-
act sick too many times, they're going to be like, well, Al going to get sick wherever we go. So
I ain't act sick. There were some of them times I was sick.
Well,
and then
sometimes you was sick and sometimes you acted sick.
sometimes I did get the flu now.
Okay. Yeah,
Or
you
maybe
did. You
I
the
got
flu.
sick
You got
and
the flu
then-
on one of the trips.
I did.
Yeah.
But maybe one of them times I got like a cold and then I said it was the flu. But that was because Mass Effect 2 came out on Xbox 360 and I had to play it that whole week. Anyway, I can say it now because I've graduated from Wiley College 10, 12, 11
10 years ago.
11 years ago.
Oh.
2012 was when I walked the stage because they didn't do winter stuff. Anyway, which actor starred in 2 of the top 10 highest grossing films of the 90s? Bonus points if you can name the films.
Okay, which actor
Correct.
starred in 2
of the
highest?
Okay, let me read it to you again. Which actor starred in 2 of the top 10 highest grossing films of the 90s?
Top 10.
Bonus points if you can name the films.
Denzel?
No. Think blockbusters. Denzel did, actor pieces. Very rarely did he do blockbusters.
Okay, top 10 of the highest grossing movies.
Biggest star of the 90s.
We already talked about Tom Hanks, so it ain't Tom.
I'm talking the biggest. You couldn't go anywhere.
Tom Cruise?
No. It's not him, but Tom Cruise was one. He was one because he started doing blockbusters around this time.
All right, let me think. Who was big in the 90s? Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm. Someone's yelling it at you right now.
Was he younger at the time or older?
He was younger. Mm-hmm. You got it. It's on the front part of your brain, that big old genius brain of yours.
Can I get a hint?
What's a hint that doesn't give it away? Got real big in 96. So the middle of the decade, and then been on
Can you give me the ethnicity?
He's like us.
So he's a black person.
Uh-huh.
And it's not Denzel.
It's not Denzel.
Eddie Murphy?
Oh, baby. No, ma'am.
Why you say that?
Because Eddie Murphy he had started to fall off way
Oh, he was bigger towards the end of the 80s.
Yeah, he was an 80s star.
Okay. I feel bad. I should know this.
Honestly, I'm telling you, you know it. I honestly believe it's because you're tired that you're looking past the one person that we use a lot.
Wesley? Oh, you said we use him a lot? Oh.
We use him a lot. Wesley would have been a good one, but he wasn't.
We use him a lot in what? When we talking?
Yeah, when we talk about movies and stuff. When people talk about the greatest actor of all time, it's usually Denzel. Okay, greatest black actors of all time. It's usually Denzel and
this
who?
Person?
Yeah. They'll always be like, who's better, Denzel or?
Why I can't? I know people probably screaming at me right now.
Yep.
I'm tired, y'all. Hold on. Don't give me the answer. I want to do this because I have faith in me.
Yeah, you got the IQ of 190 or whatever IQ points are.
And who else?
Think about it.
Excuse me.
Come on. You got it.
In the 90s.
Break it down.
Denzel.
Literally the middle. Think 96. And then from 96 on, everybody's saying he's the best.
I think it is. Is he still acting?
Mm-hmm.
Like right now to this day?
Yep. Surely is.
He had a movie out recently?
Recently, he's about to have a movie come out on HBO.
Have I seen the trailer?
No, I don't think I've seen the trailer.
He's still acting.
Mm-hmm.
And he black like us.
Uh-huh.
And it's not Denzel.
Come on, baby.
Why I can't think of this? Let me just name a whole lot of black actors. It ain't Terrence Deshawn.
No.
I know. I was just making a joke because he ain't up there with Denzel
I'm like, wait a minute. The disrespect. He was still doing the Jackson 5 movie. Or the Jacksons, The American Dream. That's not true. Not 96. That's like 92, 93. With his baby face ass. Come on now. First of all the names that you could have thrown out, Terrence Howard was the first
joke.
one. No. I'm going with you. Like you could tell that's just recency bias. You was like, we talk about Terrence Howard a lot.
Right. Come on, man. I know, man.
You know this, baby.
Oh, man. I can't. Oh, I need another hint.
I don't know how many more of these
I wish I could phone
you
a
could
friend
do.
right
Come on now.
now.
Just take one more guess before I get the answer so we can move
I
on.
don't want you to give me the answer. I want to figure it out.
Okay, let's do this. Take a deep breath. Your head clear.
I think.
Okay. Now, who,
Oh.
when you think of the greatest actors of all time, people always compare these two actors. It's always Denzel and the person whose wife does Red Table Talk.
Willard Smith. I be oh boy. Willard Smith.
I
My
thought.
birthday twin.
Okay.
I
Now,
be
the second part of that
I
question.
be that.
Name the two films.
Independence Day.
Uh-huh. And then the other sci-fi movie with aliens.
That he was in.
Yeah. Men in Black. We're not about to play. I'm not about to play this game with you any longer. No, you weren't. The face you made, you was like, I don't know.
I had a brain for it. Oh my God.
Foolishness.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the debate was always who's the
Willard
better
Smith.
actor, Denzel Washington or Will Smith, and
Did we
everyone.
have this convo?
Yeah, we
like
did.
A couple of months ago,
It was like forever ago.
and we was like, and I was like, yeah.
Uh huh. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yep. I'm telling you.
Because I was saying how their acting nuances and stuff are different.
They're completely
So
different.
that's why Denzel is like right here,
Mm-hmm.
but Will is right here,
Yeah.
but he not like way down here.
Correct.
Oh.
Yep. Will Smith. He's not. He's technically not classically trained. He didn't go through the theater route and do like Shakespeare and all this stuff.
Right.
Started out on TV. We were just watching Fresh Prince today.
Yep.
And then really learned how to do it that way, but would still take like acting classes and got better.
Willard
But
Smith.
yep,
Man,
that was
you had to pull out Red Table Talk for me to get it.
I did because I knew if I gave you, I didn't want to like give it away. I mean, technically I did, but I didn't want to give you any of his movies that would have made it easier for you. I figured, go through Jada. Nope, that's a bad. Nope, I shouldn't have said that.
That's what August Alsina did.
I walked into that one. All right then.
All right. Who played the character Bird in the movie Soul Food?
I don't know that. I'm not even. I'm not about to sit here and lie to you. I've only seen Soul Food once. That was one movie that we were thinking about watching for Black Harbor Vogue, which we could do in the future just to bring it back for like once in a blue moon kind of thing. I don't know.
Do you
who
remember
that is.
any of the characters?
Was Mekhi Phifer in it?
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't Mekhi Phifer.
So it was his wife.
Who was Nia Long?
There you go.
Okay,
So you did know it.
okay.
I just had to.
Okay. That's another one of those things where like you remember the sex scenes and that's about it. One of those things you
little nasty freaky kid.
put the tape on rewind and be like, why her
On
panties all the
rewind?
way? You first of all, what you're not about to do is sit here like you
You
didn't
put
just
that
say
VHS on rewind.
like you didn't just sit here and say exhausted. not a few minutes ago.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
So you was a kid watching it through your hands and putting it on rewind.
First of all, no, I would watch it at midnight with the sound turned down to 2 and then just keep rewinding it over and over. Like, is this what sex supposed to be like? Because that don't look comfortable or fun at all.
I can't.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got it right and did.
Mr. Nasty Time.
I can't.
Here we go. What movie was Jackie Chan's quote unquote introduction to America?
Was it an American movie or a Chinese made movie?
It was filmed in America. It's still, I mean, he still spoke Chinese because he was at that time he was learning it, so he wasn't, And now he had been doing movies in China long before that, and a lot of people had seen his movies in America. But this movie was the one that was like, America, this is Jackie Chan, and now
And
he's
this was
worth
a
like
blockbuster in the theater in
yes,
America?
yes. This movie came out in 1998, I believe.
Would this have been something I seen?
You should have seen it. I might have played it and you didn't watch it, but this was something. This is one of those Jackie Chan classics. When you think Jackie Chan, you probably think like Rush Hour, some of his earlier films, but you think of this one the most.
See, I don't really know the name of a lot of his movies that he did. I mean, I know he did a lot of movies that he, showed his karate chops in and all the stuff he would do. And
karate chops.
And martial, what's the thing called?
Martial arts?
Martial arts.
I don't know why I was thinking Marshall, Texas. I was like, why are we talking about Wiley right now?
In martial arts, but I can't think of the name of the movies. All I can think of is, Rush Hour and all that stuff.
All right. You want me to give you?
Is it a one-word movie?
No, ma'am.
2 words?
It's 4 words.
Yeah, I'm not going to figure it out.
Okay.
Give me a hint.
It's a city in New York. That's where it's based. It's in the city in New York, New York City. Because, they have boroughs. So it's one of the boroughs in New York City. It's in the title.
Something Brooklyn?
Not Brooklyn. It starts with a B, though. It's another B borough. B borough.
What else start with a B? And
she went bub.
Sound it out.
It's okay if you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rumble in the Bronx.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that.
That's a classic.
Rumble in the Bronx.
I know the next
Jackie
one.
Chan.
The next one you definitely not gonna get.
Why? It's another karate chop?
No. First of all, shut up. It's another karate chop. No.
You just don't think I'm gonna get it because you don't think I'm a genius.
It's a not. First of all, we already know how I feel about you and your genius status. Second of all, I've seen this particular movie so many times that I know it, and I know you won't know it. Oh yeah, you can make faces at me all you want. With your crown of salvation on.
You be quiet. It's called Helmet of Salvation.
Crown, helmet.
Not crown.
Does it not cover your head still?
It does.
Doesn't crown sound better anyway?
No.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean,
then.
crown does sound better.
Ooh, now you want
to
to
backtrack. The
backtrack.
joke because the joke is Helmet of Salvation.
I know.
Not crown.
Well, I know what the joke is now, but I still feel my joke was better. Anyway, ma'am, continue.
What?
Was.
You gonna
I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
What was Tupac's job in the 1993 movie Poetic Justice?
I think you gave me this one before. You might not remember, but he was a mailman, right?
I did that below.
I think you did.
Okay. Well, let's take that off.
Okay.
What was Justice's job?
She worked in like a hair store or a nail salon or hair like salon, something like that.
So what was she?
I don't know. Nope. She's a hairstylist.
What do I do?
She's a hairstylist. You didn't see. I gave you. Wait a minute. Because let me get my words together. We just went through a 5-minute tirade. Not even tirade. It was a 5-minute. I can't even think of the word.
A 5-minute.
Okay. We took a 5-minute break to sit down and let you figure out that I was talking about Will Smith and his 2 movies, and then because I was trying to figure out what her job title was, and it took me 15 seconds. You want to try to rush me like I wasn't just sitting here being patient with you.
I wasn't rushing you. I was just saying, like, I do what she do, so you should have known the answer.
I should have known, but who's only seen Poetic Justice one time? Me. How many times have you seen it?
More than 30. Me.
You. So you would know. I just had to figure out what it was. I was like, okay, I know she talking about this and she does it. Okay, so this. And while I'm trying to think of the word to tell you, you're like, what do I do? Why don't you shut up for a while? Why don't you do that?
No.
Since you won't sit. All right, here you go then. What year was the movie Demolition Man set in? Since you want to talk all that noise.
Not what year it came out in the theaters.
Correct.
What year was it set in?
Correct. We're not going to talk about the year it started off in because that's not when it's set. When they get frozen in the cryo prison, what year do they wake up in?
2020.
Nope.
Was I close?
No, you weren't close.
Do it start with a 20?
Yeah, of course it does. Where else would they go? To the 13? No, that's backwards.
20.
Don't start making those number sounds and looking at me like I'm gonna tell you, because that's not happening.
I was not even about to do
You
that.
went 20, and I closed my eyes because I was not about to make eye contact with you and justify anything you were about to do.
45.
No, ma'am.
Was that close?
No.
Up or down?
Down.
2011.
You were going in. You were just throwing numbers. You were just jumping around. No, you're not even close. You're actually going in the wrong direction.
2043.
You're going in the wrong direction.
2025.
No.
2019.
No.
I'm not close.
Okay, we haven't hit the year yet in real time.
2030.
Close.
2035.
Well,
20.
colder.
2028.
Colder. Start with 2030. That's the decade we're in.
2031.
I'm not. If you're going to go through the whole decade, I'm about to quit right now.
2034.
Oh, my God.
2036. Am I close?
You're going in the wrong direction.
2030. I said 31 already. So
You did.
So the 2030?
No.
2033.
No.
2034.
No.
35.
No.
36.
No.
You said it was 2030 something.
You skipped a number in there.
I said 2030, 2031, 32, 33.
You did not
34.
say 2032.
I could have sworn.
You did not, because I've been sitting here laughing at you this whole time. 2032.
2032.
35 years worth of guesses later. Get on my nerve.
So when I said
2032.
when I said 2020, you could have just been like, keep going. And I just want to be like 2020, 2021, 2022.
Hey, who giving the questions here? I'm giving my questions, you giving your questions. I give what I give while you're talking that noise.
You ready?
I guess. 2045.
What was the name of the high school in the Steve Harvey show?
Oh man, I don't remember that. Booker T. Washington?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You just guessed?
I did, because I was gonna start going through like black names, because it was on not UPN, WB.
WB. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's correct.
All right.
Okay, bonus.
Okay.
What was his character's name?
Steve Hightower.
Yep.
I remember that.
Mr. Hightower. Okay.
The boy don't even call it he call it I need them to put that on a streaming service. Right. It should come on HBO Max, because it was on the WB.
Right, like the Wayans brothers.
Yeah, so
maybe they'll do that next.
They probably got to figure out how they gonna pay Steve his royalties. They got to make sure he's got enough money to keep his teeth clean.
I'm Steve Harvey, y'all. Yeah.
He said,
"Welcome to the Family Feud." He said, "Yeah."
Anyway, all right. Listen closely. Okay. What toy does Arnold Schwarzenegger's son want in the movie Jingle All the Way?
It was like this superhero thingy,
mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Was there a name?
It was a name. It was like that. It was like blasted. Actually, in the first part of the movie, they did like the show. It was kind of like a Power Rangers style,
right? And
then it actually got into.
I mean, all I see is Sinbad holding it up, and I can't think of.
All right, kid, give me the doll. Sinbad.
I just know
Sinbad deserved better. By the way.
Speaking of Sinbad, is he okay?
I haven't heard nothing about his health since he had the stroke.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
I know he ain't. I know nothing's happened, because we would have known if he had passed.
Right.
He should be okay.
I hope he's okay. He's like a great comedian. Anyway, I know it was a superhero. Didn't we say that?
Superhero.
I know it's a superhero, but I can't remember the name of it. So tell me.
I'm sorry. Killer Tofu. Turbo Man.
Turbo Man. Yeah, I wouldn't have got
You can always count on me.
Turbo Man.
Aye, kid.
Jingle all the way.
Just give me the doll and no one gets hurt.
Okay.
But again, like I said, Sinbad deserved better, because he was a comedian that he told clean jokes.
And he was so funny.
Yep.
You remember I told you we saw him live before, right?
I think you did.
Yep. It was I forgot what year it was, but it was me, my mom, and dad. I forgot who else came. But it was at I think we were at CenturyLink.
Okay.
I think.
He had this book
he
that
funny.
he did. He had a book that he wrote. I can't remember what year it was, but I got it, and I remember reading it and laughing. You know how you laugh so hard where you start sweating in your underpits? And I'm sitting in the back of the car.
Laughing at the book.
Funny guy.
You still got the book?
No, but you know what? Since I know the book still exists, I can probably order and get it for like $2 off of Amazon.
All right. You ready?
I guess.
Okay. And Saved by the Bell, the college years.
Oh, Jesus. Who watched this?
I did.
Good for you.
What was the name of the university that they used?
Booker T. Washington.
No. Why would Saved by the Bell of all people?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they said in L.A. Was it a made-up name?
Yes.
Okay. So, ULA?
No.
UC?
No.
Booker T. Washington? I give up.
Just think of something general that they would use for a show.
What was one of the beaches? Santa?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, you were close when you were like saying the other stuff, but.
Oh, so like U, so maybe like California U?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
California University.
Okay. Cool.
Made up name. See you.
Nice. That's awful. Yeah, baby, I'm going to see you. See you in your dreams.
California University.
Awful. Okay. Here we go.
I got a call.
Come on
I don't
now.
know why I announced it.
I got a call, so now I'm going to leave it in.
Okay, I'm good now.
It's 9:26. Anyway, this one's a doozy. Name 2 of the American Gladiators.
I don't know American Gladiators.
You ain't never watched American Gladiators?
I mean, I watched it, but I ain't watch it. It was on.
I mean, okay, let me put it to you like this. They didn't use regular names. They used like stage names, and they were like...
I never watched it long enough to know that.
Oh, wow.
Like, it would be on the TV sometimes, and I would like walk by and see it, but I ain't never just sat there and watched it.
First of all, you missed out on some amazing television, by the way.
That was like when they used to knock each other off stuff, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
People would get legit hurt. Someone tore their ACL playing Powerball.
Ouch.
Powerball was like football. It was like football and basketball tied into one, but like they didn't wear pads. They were just knocking each other around. Niggas was getting
like
hurt.
all I remember is them like being on a little balance thing and knocking each other.
Oh
with
yeah,
this little thing.
that was joust.
Yeah.
Yeah. The game I hated where they had like the little the little rings that they so they had those, and you had to get from one side to the other without the gladiator knocking you down, and you could get like a bunch of points. And man, you had to play that. You had to be strategic in that game.
But yeah, I don't know the names of them, so
Well, I'll give
let me know.
you 4 examples.
Okay.
Gemini, Zap, Nitro, Malibu. One was probably called Laser,
Okay.
Taser, all types.
So
of
they would
lasers.
come up with their own names?
I don't think they would come up with their own names, but actually, fun fact, one of them was in. Remember, they had the original Mortal Kombat movies. Mm-hmm. The second one, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, I believe it was Gemini because it was the black guy. He played Jax in that movie, and he was awful.
I watched that last year sometimes, the old one, when we was talking about it.
I think we did. I don't remember the second one because that movie was so bad.
Is that when they was like on a boat? And I was like, why they taking all this luggage on the boat? That was.
I think that's the first one. No, that was the first one.
Okay.
Because that was Johnny Cage with the luggage. The second one, no one remembers because it sucks so bad.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right.
As you can tell, I'm already in my TV bag. All
right. What flavor? Hold on. My bad.
The coffin episode.
What flavor was the milkshake Uma Thurman was drinking in the movie Pulp Fiction?
Oh, I know this. Oh my God, you would pull from one of my favorite movies of all time. Only
What's
thing.
the flavor? The only thing
Was it vanilla?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to run in my head because I didn't know if she called it something particular because it had a name. I think it was like the Roy Orbison or something like that. Roy Rogers and what's his name? Vincent Vega was like it was like a $3 shake or a $5 shake. I can't remember because my brain is fried. And he was like, for a $5 shake, it better be the best shake. And he had it. He was like, oh my God, it is the best shake ever. And he was like, she was like, don't question me.
Right. $5.
Pulp Fiction, one of the best movies ever created. I love it. I just watched it like 2 months ago. And you see something new every time. I love movies like that. Here we go. What character has died the most? What character has died the most times on South Park? Bonus, if you can guess how many times they died.
Kenny
McCormick.
Who killed Kenny?
Now, how many times did he die? And this number that I found is up to like present, or maybe at least like a year and a half ago, because they stopped killing Kenny because it stopped being funny.
Okay, so South Park. I'm starting to talk like them. Cow.
Living in South Park.
It started like 96, 97.
Oh, I don't remember.
ish. So like between 97 and 2020 or 2019.
Yeah, somewhere
when they
around
stopped
that.
killing Kenny. How many
Actually, they
times?
stopped killing Kenny, like because it was consistent, and then like he had died of like cancer, and he was out for an entire season. Then they brought him back, and then he would die like periodically, and then they would explain how he could die and then come back, and no one would act like nothing happened, which was actually pretty smart how they wrote that.
I'm gonna just guess and throw out a number. I'm gonna just say like 10,000 times.
Damn, there aren't even 10,000 episodes.
Okay.
He would die once per episode for the first couple or first
500.
few seasons. Lower. I'm gonna give you one more and we're gonna move on.
130.
Close. It's 126.
Oh,
126
super
times.
close.
Yep.
Okay, I just threw a number out.
Yep. Yeah, of course you're throwing out there 10,000 times. 10,000.
Kill Kenny. All right. Who sang the theme song for As Told by Ginger?
Macy Gray.
Yeah, think about it.
I did because I had to hear the first part, and then she has a very.
Once told me the grass. You had to get that raspiness.
Someone once told me the grass was much greener on the other side. Can I get a lodgings, please? Lodgings. I said it.
I need a throat licensure.
Okay.
That was my show, though. I used to like that show.
I had transitioned. There was a time, and this was, of
You love
course,
Nickelodeon.
this was the time when Raven Simone was doing her thing. But I had switched from Nickelodeon to Disney. So a lot of those, like All Grown Up and As Told by Ginger, I didn't really watch those.
I really want to shout it.
I also wasn't a fan of change. So when they changed the animation style on Rugrats and then they added in Chucky's new stepsister and all, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done with this.
From Paris.
Yep.
When what you was mad that his daddy found love.
Not
in
mad,
France,
okay?
and he became a stepdaddy.
As a kid, and sometimes even now, I don't do well with change.
I don't like change.
You got to ease me into it. As a matter of fact, I stopped watching Power Rangers when they took Jason, Trini, and Zach. They left it, or they got fired from the show and brought in Rocky, Aisha, and Adam. I would watch periodically, but then when Kimberly left, I was like, yeah, y'all can have all this noise. I don't care about the Power Rangers no more. Too many changes is going on. I don't like it. Okay. This one's a tough one. So, who was the first actor to play Batman on television?
On television.
Yep. Booker D watched it.
On television.
She gonna keep saying it. That was the first place a lot of stuff was done on television.
It's gonna make me think about it when I say it again.
I mean, you're not gonna know this because I didn't even know this. I thought it was somebody else.
Well, tell me.
The actor's name was Louis G. I'm not about to play with you.
You about to say it?
Wilson.
Yeah.
You ain't know that. Louis G.
No, you know Louis.
I know multiple Lewises.
Louis G. Wilson.
What year though? Since you act like you know.
Come on.
Come on, you know what year? You know what it was.
19.
Nah, yeah, right.
72.
Hell no. Adam West played Batman in like the 50s or 60s, so this was before that.
1925.
What the hell?
19.
You know, back in the Depression, 1925.
1950.
1943. I'm not playing with you no more.
That's right. It was.
You right. Yeah, it was. I be getting my 40s and my 60s and my 70s mixed
It
up.
was 43.
But it was 1943.
I'm gonna have to Google it and see what he looked like. I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
Did you Google it?
When I was looking it up, I honestly thought it was going to be Adam West.
Mm-hmm.
So I was double checking to be sure, and it ended up being Louis G. Wilson.
G. Wilson.
G, not Louis T. That's somebody else.
Louis
He was making bolts.
G. Wilson Batman. Never seen him before. That's him right there.
Yep, that TV show. It didn't last
Wow.
that long. Excuse me, it didn't last that long.
Okay, and then that's the old school outfit.
Yep, I ain't like it. I ain't like his face in it either because he got that square.
That wide face.
Yeah, it is not nice.
Wow.
I'm talking about somebody who is no longer living. I'm saying they don't look good. I'm going to hell.
Oh no. So
Uh-huh.
name at least 3 spinoffs from the show. All that.
Okay. The Amanda Show, Keenan and Kel, and no. Okay. Drake and Josh was spun off from the Amanda Show, so that doesn't count.
Right.
Oh my goodness. It's like I know it and I see it, but I can't, for whatever reason, it's not like popping up in my head.
Let me give you a hint.
Yeah.
This one person used to always talk about because you didn't like him at one point.
Well, okay. I figured Nick Cannon, but Nick Cannon had his own show?
It was for a year, the Nick Cannon show.
Really?
It didn't last long, but it was like a year.
I wonder why.
Hey, and then you
Okay,
went on to have
okay.
Wild and Out and all
Early?
half of Nickelodeon.
Early Nick Cannon, all that Nick Cannon, Nickelodeon Nick Cannon. I could not stand. I thought he was overacting, and I thought he was not funny.
And you say you didn't like him when he was on Kenan and Kel too. Didn't you?
I did not. Every time Nick Cannon would show up, I'd be like, bruh, acting is not for you. But now, he's funnier, but he's hit or miss. The people on Wild and Out are funnier.
At least he put people on though.
He did. And, Timothy De La Ghetto, he goes by his real name now, and I don't know what it is. I know it's Tim something. But he was able to buy his family's home because of Wild and Out. So shout outs to Nick Cannon. But early Nick Cannon,
Got on your nerves.
Get to hell with Nick Cannon.
So the other ones that were a part of it was Kablam. I used to love Kablam. Mm-hmm. That was a spinoff from
I love Kablam.
From all that. And then I didn't know this was a spinoff from it, Zoe 101, because I used to watch that too, but I didn't realize it was a spinoff.
Because she was on all that.
All that, yeah.
Zoe 101 was a great show.
It was.
I'm thinking about getting Paramount Plus because they got a ton of Nickelodeon shows.
Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today?
Yeah, yeah.
And then just Jordan.
Okay.
It's just Jordan.
There was, I think, when some of the original actors started leaving, I stopped watching because, again,
when the new people came in, you was like, I ain't watching no more.
Yeah, the Nick Cannon. I think Keenan stayed on, and a lot of other people had left. And then once they started leaving, then I stopped watching. So a lot of those, I watched Zoe 101. I would sometimes catch the Amanda Show because it had that same kind of vibe. I think all that was leaving, like it wasn't going to be on TV that much anymore. So yeah, nice. Okay,
I made that one up myself.
Well, look at
and
you.
then
And then you looked it up.
and then I looked it up.
Okay,
I was like, okay,
I see.
yeah.
All right, I'm yawning now.
It is.
It's 9:38. Name 5 reoccurring characters from In Living Color.
You said name 5
Mhm.
recurring characters that was on the show?
Yes.
That was like on all the seasons?
No, I mean, like, they had multiple sketches throughout, whatever seasons they were on.
Okay.
So you can, I think they was on for 5 seasons, 4 or 5 seasons, any characters that you can think of from In Living Color.
Like name the real actor's name?
No, just name the characters.
Okay.
Yes.
Wanda,
Uh-huh.
Fire Marshal Bill,
Mm-hmm.
Men on Film. Do they both count?
Do you know their names? I don't either. I wouldn't use those.
Okay. So I said Wanda, Fire Marshal Bill. Oh, what's his name? What's his name?
I know who you're talking about.
Here it go.
I never knew his name.
Oh,
So just call him like, just call him out. Oh, well, you can't use that.
I got a song. Wanna hear? Here you go.
I love that one.
I can't use him.
No.
Okay.
There are
Miss Bonita. Ain't that her name?
Yep, the one from the window.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't heard that from me though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3. I need 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
Homie don't play that. Homie the Clown.
Homie the Clown.
So that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Need 1 more. You got this. You got this.
You do.
You got this.
It's funny because
I'm
a
trying to
lot
go
of the
down the
people
list,
that
everybody.
that you've said,
Uh-huh.
they're great, but I can't. Even me, I can't remember their names either.
Right. All right. I need 1 more. Dang, what's the other character Jim played when he had them pigtails?
Oh,
That
I know who you're
leotard.
talking about too. Because it was a lady who was on steroids.
Yep.
That one.
But I don't even know the name.
I don't
of that
remember her
character.
name either.
All right. Okay. Who else? Come on, you got this.
You do.
Got it.
Come on.
I'm trying to think of Keenan Ivory's roles. Oh. He played Arsenio a lot. Does that count?
Yeah,
And
I'll
when he
give you
had the
that
big
one.
booty?
I'll give you that one.
Okay.
But you have the ass heads.
Oh yeah.
You have the Yeman family.
Oh, they had all them jobs.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
You have handyman.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which again, man,
What?
comedy back then, you could get away with a lot of stuff. Imagine someone trying to do handyman in 2021.
Different story.
They will make him. That's going too far. Anyway, yeah. And Living Color needs to be on somebody's streaming service right now.
It was at some point, wasn't it?
I feel like they said it was on BET.
Yeah, I think it was on BT Plus.
But I need them to put it on Hulu.
Or something.
I wonder if because you know how you have your distribution. So I wonder if WB owns it and they could put it on HBO Max. They could.
Is this my last? Oh, no, I got 2 more.
No, my next one's my last one because I gave you yours first.
Excuse me. I thought you were looking at my
No, I'm just checking the sound.
The 2002 hit movie. I had to just say hit like how you do with hit the music.
Gotcha.
Barbershop was portrayed in what city?
Chicago. You gave me that one before.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say nothing about the city. I gave you one. I gave you one about
about
Barbershop when I was like, "Who drank my drink?" And he was like, "Who said that?" And I was like, "That was Eve's character."
Gotcha.
So
Okay. Well, Chicago.
Chicago.
OJ did it. Here's okay. What popular sci-fi television show did Whoopi Goldberg request to be on?
Star Trek.
Which Star Trek? Because there were, I believe, 3 Star Trek shows in the 90s.
They had like added subtitles or something. Not subtitles, but
Yeah.
what you call it?
Yeah. I can't think of what it
under
is.
the main title.
Yeah.
Voyager? I don't know.
It's a good
Is
guess.
that
but
real?
That is a real Star Trek show. Good for you, but that wasn't it.
Okay. That's all I know.
Voyager. I think Voyager. No, I'm thinking of Enterprise. There's been a bunch of Star Trek shows, but Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh,
Because
is that the one that had Reading Rainbow on there?
Yes, LeVar Burton.
LeVar. Okay.
Yeah,
So she wanted to be on that?
she did because she was like growing up, you didn't see a lot of black actors or anything being portrayed in science fiction shows or movies, and she wanted to be that catalyst. Honestly, I wonder if she didn't do that, would they have really tried to put Will Smith in some of these other sci-fi films and make him like the star? Did she help with that? I want that's a deep thing right there.
Questions that need answers. All right, last one. Name 3 movies Oprah played in.
Selma, The Color Purple, and it's another Tyler Perry movie, isn't it? Not another, because none of those two that I mentioned were Tyler Perry movies. Damn. I don't know. Give me a hint.
You sure?
Give me a hint.
In one of them, Forrest Whitaker played in.
That's a lot of movies.
Played her husband.
The Butler?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah, think about it.
I did. I really did.
The Butler. Also named Beloved, Princess and the Frog. That was all I named.
That's funny.
And then I had Selma on there too, but you got that in Color Purple. And yeah.
Cool. Well, how about that?
And when you was thinking Tyler Perry stuff, probably because they wrote a lot of stuff together.
Yeah. He put a lot of his shows on
like Greenleaf that she was in.
Oprah's a billionaire.
Oprah, Auntie Oprah. Why is that funny?
I don't know.
Because she's legit my auntie in my head.
I honestly, I think I've said this before when we brought up Oprah, when we were talking about the royal family. Oprah legit is every black person's auntie in real life. Yeah. We just don't know it.
Right.
Because that's something that she's working with on the government, where she come out and say, hey guys, Auntie Oprah here to give y'all $5 for Christmas.
And she's going to be like, come on, niece.
Come on, niece. Gotta tell you how much I needed that. That was good times.
I need.
That was good times.
You know that song?
I've heard it before.
Let me give you a quick background.
Okay.
That is TGT. I need you to go on YouTube and Google when TGT was singing on that morning show and G-Wine
I've seen
was
a clip.
tweaking.
I've seen a clip, and Tyrese was pissed.
And then they tried to blame it on some 5-hour energy. There wasn't no 5-hour energy.
Then they broke up.
Mill.
He was on that 12-hour energy. He was on that Whitey.
Anyway, that was a funny clip. So, but that was one of their songs. Anyway, yeah. Moving on.
It's time for the weekly motivation to get everyone through the rest of the week. My dear.
Yeah.
Best of wives.
Yeah.
Best of women. Tell the people something. Anything.
Weekly.
The stall.
Motivation.
Ma'am. It's 9:48.
Real quick, before we do a weekly motivation, shout out to one of my best friends. Her birthday is on May 4th, and we celebrated this past weekend. She was in town from Shreveport, and we celebrated a little bit. Shout out to Shay.
She gonna hear this one on her birthday, because that's Tuesday.
Yep, she will.
May the 4th be with you.
Oh, that's good.
You never heard of that before?
Star Wars reference.
You know,
I heard it before.
Okay,
but that was good that you said. That's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out to you, Shay.
Shout out, birthday, happy.
And then also just recently celebrated my 7th year Deltaversary.
Hey.
Shout out to all my LSs and beautiful sorors.
Hit them with the call.
me clear my throat.
Don't yell in the mic though. We'll blow out the sound.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Real quick. So I just had to say that. Moving on to the weekly motivation. I'm still stalling because
you're still trying to figure it out.
So really quick.
It's 9:50.
Yeah, it's 9:50. It's almost late at night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this a part of my weekly motivation some kind of way.
Okay.
In the late night hours, when your mind is racing and you're thinking about all the things you have to accomplish.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Don't lose it.
Okay. A lot of times that's when a lot of ideas come to me, and sometimes I do not write them down, and sometimes I regret not writing them down.
Boy.
So also recently, Al got me a planner.
Yes, I did.
And I just started using it. Wow. So I'm really gonna put it to work. So when I'm thinking of something, I'm gonna actually jot it down. So I'll make sure to put that planner by my bed, so that if I'm still up and my mind is racing, I'm gonna cut on that light real quick, write it down, so I don't lose it, because that could be a multi-millionaire idea that I come up with in the middle of the night, and I may have missed it because I didn't write it down.
Right.
So, talking about the time led into that, and I feel like that's a great motivation.
It is.
So there you go. Boom, bow.
It is. My motivation will tie into what I talked about earlier. Sometimes when you have parents or a parent that isn't emotionally fulfilling you as a child, sometimes you crave that pat on the back, that good job. And sometimes it's hard to push through. And this is someone who has opened up and said just as much. It is difficult sometimes to try to get motivated to do things because you're constantly looking for something that you didn't receive growing up as a child. But in those moments, don't lose sight of what you really want to do, because there are so many things that you're capable of. And even though you're not receiving that kudo or that good job or that high five or whatever you want to use for that analogy, it doesn't mean that you're not great. It doesn't mean that you're not out here getting it and killing it, regardless of how many people tell you that you're good or not. Don't lose sight because of whatever skeletons or demons you have, because you don't want to be in a situation that I'm in, where you're constantly looking for that validation and sometimes not receiving it, and you're basing your self-worth off of that. I started my acting career in 2013. And I never really got a chance, or maybe not got really, because that's not what I'm trying to say. I never really took a chance because I never believed that I was capable of being successful. I think they call it imposter syndrome. I have that pretty bad. And I'll hear a bunch of good things. We'll hear good things about the show, and I'll still think to myself that it's not good enough because I'm not getting that positive reinforcement that I think I need to be successful. So don't allow yourself to get to the point where I'm at. Take some time and actually process how you're feeling, and then move forward and look in the mirror and say, God damn it, I'm great, whether anybody tells me or not. And that's hard for someone who doesn't do it to tell you to do it. But I'm telling myself to do it at the same time. So we're in this together. If you're out there feeling the same way that I do, just know you're not the only one. Because the person that you choose to listen to every week or every other week or whenever you can catch up is going through the same thing that you are. We're all human. We all have faults. But as long as we don't let those faults stop us from being who we are, we can be better.
Say that.
What do you thank you so much for listening to this episode. We're about to wrap this thing up because, well, I'm not going to work tomorrow, but I still need to get sleep. I'm tired. I need to take a shower.
Tired.
Maybe eat me a snack, get me some pineapples.
Ooh.
Let's hit the socials, baby.
Social media. Instagram. Mickey Styles. Facebook.
Think about it.
Mickey Styles Salon. Hit me up though. May is booked. Hey, thank y'all for keeping me booked and busy.
Right. Can't wait for you to take this vacation in June. Bow, baby.
Bow.
Anyway. RIP underscore Instagram and Twitter. YUPod underscore on Instagram. YUPod on Twitter. You can find us on youtube.com at the YU Podcast. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends about us. Tell your friends about us on all your streaming services. Share it with them. Tell them if they're listening on Apple Podcasts and they are enjoying the episode that they have heard or are listening to right now. Please leave a 5-star review and put something nice in that little comment box. I believe right now we are still at 5 stars at 83 reviews. So we are doing really well there. And, of course, I still get good words from Kayla's clients because I know y'all listening. Y'all be listening on the way to see Kayla while she about to slay y'all's heads. And I hear and I'm like, yeah, I need to hear that because I need to put more effort into what we're doing. Yeah. I really do.
I appreciate
if my job would stop changing my time and make me work 10 hours a day and all this other stuff, I'd have more. No, I wouldn't have time. What am I talking about? You got to make time. Anyway, pretty soon you will see me on TikTok. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm just going to start doing it. Also, if you are considering being a Patreon member, I'd strongly suggest that you do because we have merchandise that is actually being finished as we speak and that will be coming through and we'll be able to start sending them out to our Patreon members. So we have the $3, $5, and $10 dollar tier where you guys can support us and what we're doing so one of us can stop working and do this full time. I'm not trying to put any pressure on you. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, hey, kind of need your coins because I'm tired of doing this. But consider it. Patreon.com/YUPod. Join a tier. And pretty soon we're going to be sending out some nice little swag for our friends.
Swag.
For our YU crew members.
That drip, though.
I'm telling you, it's some good stuff that we done came up with. Anyway, babies. Anyway, loves. We love you so much. We're getting ready to get out of here. So, for Michaela.
Goodbye.
And Alfonso, we bid you a good day and adieu. Remember, wash your hands, wear a mask, love each other. I cannot stress that enough. Love each other. Air hug each other. If we gonna win,
we gonna win as a winner.
And if we lose, we gonna lose as losers because we do not quit. Even when it's hard, even when it seems like it's been too long since we've done it. We don't quit around here. We push through. Be the light in your environment. I love you. Kayla's love you. Kayla's. All the Kayla's.
All of them.
I've got my Kayla waiting. Let me stop. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm sleepy.
Wrap it up, B.
I'm trying. We will see you next time.
Deuce it.
Goodbye.